After a season full of noise, speculation, and pressure, one of the biggest stars in the game has finally spoken, and what he revealed has stunned everyone. Following the team's incredible championship push, his emotional words pulled back the curtain on what really fueled their historic run. It wasn't just talent or luck, it was something deeper, something that brought the entire roster together when the stakes were sky high. The passion in his voice, the honesty in his message, and the powerful truth he shared are giving fans chills. Stay tuned, because this isn't just a post-game comment, it's the inside story of what truly drove one of the most unforgettable journeys in recent memory. What's up, Dodgers Nation? Before we dive into today's incredible story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications because this one is all about the man who just changed baseball history again, Shohei Ohtani. After the Dodgers' stunning NLCS victory that sent them back to the World Series, Ohtani has finally broken his silence, and what he revealed about the team's mindset, their struggles, and the secret behind this run will absolutely blow your mind. Now, the Dodgers' path to this World Series wasn't just a story of talent, it was a story of redemption, pressure, and belief. And Shohei Ohtani, despite not pitching this season, was at the very center of it all. Ever since he arrived in Los Angeles, the expectations were sky high. Everyone said the Dodgers didn't just get a superstar, they got a phenomenon. But what Ohtani shared after that emotional NLCS win shows that it wasn't his bat or his stats that truly powered this team forward. It was something deeper. Right after the final out of the NLCS, the camera caught Ohtani standing near the dugout, smiling but also visibly emotional. When reporters rushed over to him, he took a deep breath before speaking. And for the first time since joining the Dodgers, his words carried not just excitement but something personal. He said, "This isn't about one player. It's about how much we wanted to prove something to ourselves." Those few words summed up everything. The Dodgers weren't just chasing another pennant. They were fighting to rewrite their own story after years of heartbreaks, near misses, and criticism that they couldn't finish when it mattered most. And who better to embody that hunger than Shohei Ohtani? Remember, when he signed that record-breaking contract with the Dodgers, the world was watching. People questioned if it was too much. They wondered if Ohtani could handle the pressure of being the face of a team already filled with stars. But here he is leading the Dodgers to the World Series, not with his arm, but with his heart and bat. And when he spoke after the NLCS, it became clear that this team's energy came from a collective belief, one that Ohtani helped build quietly all season long. Inside the clubhouse, his teammates have often talked about how Ohtani's presence changed the vibe. Mookie Betts said earlier this year, "He doesn't say much, but when he does, everyone listens." Freddie Freeman added that Ohtani's work ethic raises the bar for everyone. But Ohtani himself has always been humble. After the NLCS, he finally opened up about that dynamic. He said, "Every day, I wanted to show them how much this game means to me. I couldn't pitch, but I could still give everything I had. And they did the same." Think about that. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way legend, the man who defined an era with his ability to both pitch and hit like no one else, had to spend the entire season limited to just one side of his identity. That could break some players. But for Ohtani, it became motivation. He wanted to prove that he could still carry his team, that leadership isn't only about what happens on the mound. And when he stood in that batter's box in the NLCS, facing elite pitching, the focus in his eyes told the entire story. In Game 5, when the Dodgers were just one win away from the pennant, Ohtani's double in the third inning was the moment that flipped the energy. The stadium erupted, and from that point on, you could feel the confidence radiating through the team. The cameras showed him pumping his fist toward the dugout, something you don't often see from the normally composed superstar. Later, he explained that moment, saying, "We were all tired, we were all feeling it. I just wanted to remind everyone we're still having fun." That joy, that connection, was something the Dodgers had been missing in past playoff runs. For years, the team had been known as a powerhouse in the regular season, only to fall short in October. But this time, something was different. Ohtani talked about that in detail after the game. he said. There was no panic, no doubt. Everyone believed in each other. Even when we were behind, we kept smiling. That's when you know you have something special. Those words hit differently when you think about where this team has been. The Dodgers have been through heartbreak, losing tough playoff series, dealing with injuries, and facing constant criticism. But Ohtani's arrival seemed to bring a new wave of energy and focus. He wasn't just another superstar, he was a unifier. In interviews throughout the year, players like Will Smith and Max Muncy mentioned how Ohtani's calm presence helped the team stay grounded. He never complained, never made excuses, and always gave credit to his teammates. And when he finally spoke after the NLCS win, you could sense the pride he felt for everyone around him. "This is about all of us," he said. "Every guy in this clubhouse worked for this. We've been through ups and downs, but we never stopped believing." That's the kind of leadership that can't be taught, it's earned through consistency, humility, and heart. Behind the scenes, sources close to the team revealed that Ohtani played a major role in keeping morale high during the mid-season slump. When the Dodgers went through a rough stretch in July, he reportedly called a private players-only meeting. Instead of fiery speeches or blaming anyone, he simply reminded them of why they play. "We have the best job in the world," he told them. "We get to compete every day. Let's not forget that." But what truly powered this run wasn't just emotion, it was the bond this team formed. Ohtani talked about that too. He said, "We trust each other completely. Even when things don't go perfectly, we don't let go of that trust." In baseball, trust is everything. Trust between pitchers and hitters, between coaches and players, between veterans and rookies. And this year's Dodgers had it in abundance. Ohtani's teammates have repeatedly said his energy is contagious. Rookie outfielder Andy Pages once said, "He makes you want to play harder. You see how much effort he puts into everything, and it just motivates you." That's exactly what great leaders do. They don't need to talk constantly, their actions do the talking. And then there's the incredible fan support. Ohtani didn't forget to mention that either. During his post-game remarks, he looked into the camera and said, "Dodger fans have been amazing. You could feel their energy every inning. They gave us strength when we needed it most." The crowd at Dodger Stadium during the NLCS was electric, waves of blue, chanting, cheering, living every pitch. You could feel the love for Ohtani every time he stepped up to the plate. But what makes his comments so powerful is that they show how deeply he connects with the city. Los Angeles has embraced him not just as a player but as a symbol of hope and excellence. And in return, Ohtani has embraced LA with gratitude and determination. When he was asked how it feels to be one step away from his first ever World Series as a Dodger, he smiled and said, "This is why I came here." And Ohtani's own transformation this season is symbolic of that journey. He came into the year facing uncertainty, no pitching, huge expectations, and endless media attention. But instead of letting that pressure define him, he turned it into purpose. He focused on every swing, every at-bat, every moment. And now, with the Dodgers back in the World Series, his patience and belief have paid off. If you're as fired up as we are, smash that like button, subscribe for all the latest Dodgers coverage, and drop a comment below. What did you think of Ohtani's message? Do you believe this is finally the year the Dodgers bring it home? Let's hear it, Dodgers Nation, because the next chapter in this incredible story is just days away, and it's going to be one for the ages.